Good morning you guys, it's Karen, and I wasn't intended on doing a video today, so I didn't put on any makeup. I thought one of the videos I've been meaning to do is to give you an update on how I'm getting on with kind of anti-aging things. So the Nira laser, I've still been using that for a while, and Tretinoin on just under my brow. For hooded eyes, I was using Bakuchiol on my skin. So I thought, being as I didn't have any foundation on or anything, I haven't even got any powder on, all I've put on my face is, what did I use? The Bare Minerals Prep Step SPF, I think it's an SPF 50, and that's all I've got on my face. So I've put some eye makeup on, I put a little bit of e.l.f. primer on, a little bit of black eyeliner that I'm testing to see how well it wears, and a little bit of mascara as well, and then some lip balm, but that's it. So I thought that was a good way of showing you my skin. So what should we talk about first? First, let me talk about the Nira laser, because I just accidentally switched it on there. Didn't mean to do that. I've been using this now I started it in October 2020. So what's that? October, May, June, July. So about 8-9 months, something like that, but I haven't been using it consistently. I used it consistently for, I think it was 12 weeks, because that's what they told you could see results in 12 weeks. And I think I updated you guys in a video and said, you know, I'm not seeing any results from it. But I thought, well, I didn't really know what to do with this. I bought this, I spent a lot of money on it. You know, it's got a little crack here actually. I'm not sure how that happened. Probably just from me being clumsy, because I do drop things a lot. But meaning that, I probably wouldn't sell it because of it having that crack in it. But it does work fine. So I thought, you know what, it takes a moment. It's literally like you switch it on, like so, and you just, well, if you're doing it on the crow's feet like I was, you just press the button like that. Well, that was meaning it didn't connect with my skin properly, but you know, you just do that for a few minutes and then switch it off. So it's so easy. So I thought I'd continue using it on my crow's feet and see if there was any difference, like do a 6 months before and after. So I've got before and after pictures to show you of everything. So that's what I was doing with the Nira laser. So that's been about, like I said, 8 months. But for the first 12 weeks, I used it kind of under my brows and around here. And then for the last, ever since probably February time, I have used it just on my crow's feet under my eyes. Then I've been using the Tretinoin cream, as you know, just under my brow here. That's the only place I've been using it. I use a tiny amount. I use it every other day. I've had no reaction at all. I just wanted to kind of do a repeat of the experiment, if you like, that I did a few years back, where I did 6 months on both of my eyes with using this twice a day. So using a 0.1% Tretinoin twice a day. And it was because of specific research. I'll link that video for you in case you're interested. But this time I wanted to do it a bit more gently and see if it made any difference. So in order to compare eye to eye, and this is actually my worst eye, I thought I would just do it underneath here to see if it had any difference, made any difference to the skin of my eyelids, because you know it's kind of crepey and wrinkled, and if it did anything for the hood in it, etc, etc. So that's what I've been doing since, I think since February as well. Maybe not. I'll put it on screen how long I've been using that. I did actually write some notes on it, but I've left them inside. The other thing that I've been using is Bakuchiol. Do you remember I said I was going to add some high strength Bakuchiol into my regime and see how I felt about it? That's only been about 4 months. I think it was about 5 months ago, but I stopped using it maybe about a month ago, and I've switched to using the Retinol from Geek and Gorgeous as my kind of active. Saying that, I was using the two at one point, but the problem is I never found a great Bakuchiol. There was the one from Herbivore, which I loved the formula, but then it came out that it wasn't really as high as they said it was. I liked the Paula's Choice one, but it had retinol in it and I didn't like that element of it. And I really liked the Handmade Heroes one, which is an oil, but I have to order it from America, and you know there's all the extra charges and it was very expensive. So what I've done is left it off my skin for a month to see if I miss it. You know, I think that can be quite a good teller when you stop using a product. Do you miss it in your routine, you know? Do you feel like your skin is different? And I haven't felt any difference at all. I can't see any difference in the before and after photos, and I don't feel like I've missed it. So I'm just going to stick with the Retinol from Geek and Gorgeous and see how we get on. Okay, so let me put in the pictures, the before and after pictures, so you can have a look at them. What I've done is I've done some normal before and after pictures, and I've also done some before and after pictures where I used Photoshop to fill in the lines underneath my eyes, so my crow's feet, so that I could see. I also filled in like how much of my mobile lid you could see, just to see it more clearly if there was any difference before and after, you know, if there was any change at all. So hopefully that will be useful for you to see. It's really difficult to get good before and after photos, I can tell you that now. There's a huge list of things that can affect you, and some people are great, like Angie from Hot and Flash is absolutely brilliant at doing before and afters, you know, and making sure that they're the same lighting, etc. But I still feel like no matter what you do, 'cause I'm not very great at doing exactly the same lighting, because it depends what sort of day it is. I use natural lighting as well as studio lighting, but I still think there's a lot of things that can affect the photos. So how stressed you are, if you've put self-tan on, if you've been out in the sun, you know, how much sleep you've had. There's so many things that can make your skin look different, I think. But it is one sort of quantifiable way that you can look and go, yeah, there's no difference there, you know. Oh, hold on a second, the dog's barking. Come up here. Up you come. Come on, he's a good boy. Yeah, you just sleep there. We have been joined. It's nice and cool out here, isn't it? It's very, very hot in Scotland at the minute, and it's nice and cool in the back garden, so he likes sleeping out here. Okay, I've forgotten where I was. Photographs. I was talking about photographs and how it's the best way to tell. So let me put the photographs in, but I will tell you, I don't think there's any difference in my eyes whatsoever. I don't think there's any difference. I can't see any difference in the hooding. In fact, I would say that the hooding is worse. And I've tried to make sure I've got the exact same expression in my eyes when I do the pictures, and that is that I completely let my whole face relax, which makes me look like I'm really in a bad mood. You know, I sort of make sure that I'm not smiling at all, because otherwise there's varying degrees of smiling. So I try to make sure I'm completely relaxed, not smiling at all, and you know, just completely relaxing my whole face. And like I said, it does make me look miserable, but yeah, I can't see any difference in the hooding whatsoever. I can't see any difference in the crow's feet whatsoever, so I don't think that the Nira laser has done anything at all, and that's, you know, over quite some months. So I do always say about the fact that I've got Elastin loss, because Elastin loss is something that does give you different and faulty collagen, so I may not have as much usable collagen, if you like, and so one of the main things when you're using anti-aging products like Tretinoin does help rebuild collagen. Nira laser is supposed to like damage the collagen and rebuild it. That could be a reason why it doesn't work on me. It may not be that these are not, it may not be the fault of the product. I certainly would still recommend Tretinoin to people. As for my face and anti-aging, there's nothing specifically I'm looking at with my face, because I don't think my nose to mouth lines are too bad. I have got pigmentation in that, I've got freckles, but I'm not particularly looking to change them or anything. You know, I think my skin looks pretty good. Let me give you a close-up just now, because like I said, this is in natural light, so I've got no studio lights on at all. I could put a light on in case that helps. That doesn't make any difference at all, does it, out here? So it's obviously nice and bright out here. So I'm pretty happy with how my skin looks, and I don't think that that's because of the Bakuchiol. I really don't. Maybe I'm wrong in that, because you do sometimes see effects later on, you know, but I've stopped it for a month and I didn't feel any difference not using it. I feel like my skin has been better since using possibly the Retinol, I don't know, but the vitamin C from Geek and Gorgeous is the thing that I feel like has made a difference to my skin, and also using their soothing lotion, because there's a tiny little lump here and a couple of little sort of blisters here. I don't think you'll be able to see them. You can see that tiny little thing there, and a couple there. They were actually a lot worse, and I used their liquid hydration. It's got panthenol in it, and it just seems to really quickly calm it down, stop it itching, make it sort of disappear from view. You know, you can feel that it's still there, but it instantly reduces it. And so I feel like the biggest change in my skin has been using the vitamin C. So in the morning I'm using the vitamin C and my SPF. And maybe peptides as well, because I have been using peptides continuously for some time. I've been using either the Matrixyl, I used the Buffet. What else did I use? One from another company, I can't think. Was it the Geek and Gorgeous maybe? I've been using peptides anyway, and that's something I'm now going to just leave off for a little while until I see, was that it? You know, am I missing peptides in my routine? Like I said, I think it's quite a novel way to see what was working on your skin by leaving one thing out, because we use so much, don't we? We use so many things on our skin that it can be difficult to pinpoint exactly what's helping. It might just be hydration that's helping my skin, you know, it might be not be any of the actives. So I'm just going to leave off peptides, keep on using the vitamin C, or vitamin C in general, and see how my skin feels. So I will come back to you in a little while and do you know, what I'm currently using in my skincare again, but like I said, at the moment it's vitamin C and SPF in the morning, and then in the evening I've just run out of the Matrixyl about a week ago, and so I'm using amino acids instead, the ordinary amino acids. I really like that. And then I'm not actually using retinol at the moment. I'm using just a night cream with pycnogenol in it, just putting a few drops of pycnogenol in it, but I do have retinol to use, so I need to get back into that. There's no reason I can't add that back in the evening. I was using up the Versed retinol, and that had a little bit of Bakuchiol in it, but that one I think is maybe what caused these little lumps, and that's why I wasn't using the retinol. Complicated, isn't it? You know me, I like to use like a little bit of everything and try lots of different things, and I suppose at the end I don't feel like I've done any damage to my skin. You know, I don't feel like, I'm happy with how my skin is, and the only thing I'd really like to change is, I'd love to remove some of these crow's feet, I'd love to change them, but they're dynamic, you know. Even when I have Botox, by the way, I have no Botox in my face at all. I haven't had cosmetic Botox for, I guess it must be over a year, maybe 2 years, I don't know, since I did have one after lockdown, didn't I? But anyway, I know that I've not had it for a long time because I have the Botox for my migraines, and the first 2 times I had the Botox for my migraines, I did have it in my eyebrows and it made my eyebrows droop, but this time I didn't have any. I asked her to avoid my face completely, so she did them like all in my hairline, all over my head, all at the side and all on my neck, but I've not got any in my face at all, so I don't think there's any Botox affecting anything. But what I was saying was, when I used to have Botox in these crow's feet, I don't feel like it made much of a difference because they're dynamic, you know, and so as soon as you would smile you could see the lines again, and that's not something you can really stop with Botox. So what am I doing going forward for my eyes is, what am I using? I guess I'm just using kind of hydration at the moment, and I will, if I use the retinol, I will sort of go around that area. Probably peptides is the only thing I'll rely on for seeing if that does anything to my eyes. I am going to be trying I'm being sent the New Face. The New Face, is it called Trinity, with the eye and lip attachment, so I am really excited about that because I was using the Foreo Bear, do you remember? And I got a really good result in terms of lifting my eyelids, and I feel like if I could lift them a little bit, that would make a big difference in how my eyes looked. So yeah, I'm really excited to try that, and I'll come and review that for you. And I've also got a sleep mask coming, which just looks so interesting. It's a completely different type of technology that I've never heard of, but it's supposed to like work on anxiety and aging and all sorts, and you just wear it to bed. So it sounds fabulous, and I will be coming to you and talking to you about that. So those are some things that I'll be trying. And in a way, it's quite good that I'm not using anything too targeted on my eyes if I'm going to be trying out things like the New Face, is that what it's called? Yeah, Trinity New Face, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, and the sleep mask, etc. It's good that I'm not using too many or any actives in the area, you know. Okay, I have rambled enough. I will love you and leave you. I'm going to sit here with my boy and have a cup of tea, I think. We don't like to leave him in the garden on his own because obviously this is communal gardens. And it's so hot inside though. I can see why he wants to sit out here. I'm feeling much more comfortable out here. It's just so humid. The heat inside the house is 25 degrees Celsius, and it says it's 65% humidity, so it's really hot and just sticky, you know. And I've tried having all the doors open and the windows, but there's no air, there's no wind at all, so it just doesn't make any difference, you know. Anyway, I will love you and leave you. There's nothing to tell you makeup wise because, like I said, I haven't got any foundation on or any powder or anything. I've got lip balm on. I did put blush on. I put the Glossier Cloud Paint. I can't remember which one, but just a little cream blush, and just sort of tap it into my cheeks there to give myself a bit of colour. And then I put the e.l.f. It's eye primer putty, I think it's called, I think it's called Rose Gold. It's a matte one though, but it's sort of a very light beige. I put that on, put some eyeliner, the Too Faced eyeliner that I'm trying to test out and see. It's supposed to be 36-hour wear, and then a little bit of mascara, and that's it. That's all I'm wearing. So yeah, that's everything. I hope that you enjoyed this. I'll speak to you again soon.